Hey there, guys. Dobby back at you. A little story, I guess. Uh, for doing what I do for a living, I've done I used to don't do so much anymore, but I used to do a lot of traveling with the company I work for. And one of the one time I had to go to Kentucky to help out our office, our office in Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky, and was it Kentucky? Yeah, I think it was Kentucky. Um, yeah, Kentucky, and I had to go and like some of the kind of like in the middle of nowhere to visit, see one of our customers and do some repairs to our the equipment that of ours that they had, and in this case, it was such a long drive there. The amount of time it took for me to do the repairs and be done, ended up having to get a hotel room near the location where I was at instead of going back because traveling there and not living there. I already had a hotel room in a decent area, a nice hotel, well, nice-ish, but nice-ish budget hotel. Um, Anyways, the hotel I had to get for that night, the only place I could find was not a nice place. But it was kind of had to do what you had to do. Certainly not the company's fault that I was working for. I mean, they had no control over this, and it wasn't safe for me to drive back at the time. Would have been too worn out and would end up getting myself or somebody hurt. So, you know, there were some halfway decent hotels there, but they're all booked up. So I kind of had to stay in this not so nice location. And just reiterate that I'm not talking about the company I work for at all. They did the best they could as far as like they could try. I'm in the safest place as possible, but that isn't places like I was at. It's not always possible. The hotel is kind of one of those shady areas that needles on the ground, if you know what I mean. And nobody there was diabetic. Uh, but fortunately, nothing bad happened. I just uh, stayed the night, no trouble whatsoever. Everybody that worked at the hotel was polite and easy to deal with. Had no issues. Nothing, nothing got broken into. Nothing was damaged. I didn't have any issues with the people there. It was quiet. It was just, people at night are out there doing things they shouldn't be doing, and not so legal. Fortunately, that wasn't something that was very common. Um, the company I work for kind of goes out of the way to do the best they can to make sure people that work for them, if they're traveling, that they're as safe as humanly possible. Uh, but yeah, it was just always be careful where you stay, because even when I went to um, booked this hotel, there, when I went in and checked the place out, there were no needles on the ground or anything. Looked clean. It wasn't until the next morning I walked out, so I left pretty early in the morning. Probably assuming they had people that cleaned up the stuff. I'd hate to have that job, but probably a necessary evil for that hotel. But it was clean when I went in, but I must have left before anybody caught it and cleaned it up. And I did mention it to the people that worked at it. Just let them know it was there. No big deal for me. But yeah, always just keep an eye out where you're staying and keep an eye open just in case something bad happens or potentially could be questionable. But anyways, that's all I got for this one. I just want to let you know that I once dated a girl that was actually a ghost. I had my suspicions the moment she walked through the door. I know. If you haven't picked it up yet by now, I'm full of stupid jokes. Well, also full of other things. Definitely full of something else. But anyways, like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.